Hawaii's utility chief is defending the decision not to shut off power during the heavy winds. Investigators are trying to determine if a downed power line caused the fire. People are warned to stay out of the hard-hit town of Lahaina due to safety. And the Maui fire destroyed more than 2,000 structures, 86% of them for people's homes. Now, people who've lost their homes are desperately in need of help right now.
Many are in shelters, some are living in their cars, and others set up in makeshift tents. KCAL's Jeff Nguyen is in Maui at a site set up for donations. Jeff, why did the state and the county set this new drop-off site?
So Juan and Amy, let me step aside as I tell you what's happening here. You mentioned this is a new site, and that is true. The reason for this is initially there were a couple of shelters as well as, relief centers, and they were both happening basically on high school campuses. One was at the War Memorial Gymnasium, which is attached to a high school, as well as Maui High School. So people were being sheltered in those gymnasiums. They were able to pick up supplies that they needed as well as have shelter, but because school is heading back into session, the county and the state wanted to move out and away from that. So they have asked the private sector to help out with this effort. So right now we are outside in the parking lot of the old Sears department store. So initially the plan here was for this to be intake, not distribution, but because there is so much need, people started hearing about this and people are showing up and they are basically grabbing what they need in a very orderly way. You guys know us very well in the sort of reporting I do, and when it comes to like expository reporting, a lot of times we'll zoom in, but right now, I think we want to be delicate about this and provide people with the dignity that they deserve. So we're kind of keeping this shot a little wide, because even though the plan was for this to just be intake, how can you possibly say to another human being, if you need diapers or water or anything else, you got to get in your car and drive away and go somewhere else. And so that's why the folks who are running this operation are allowing people to pick up cases of water or diapers or anything that they may need. And so far, things have been very orderly, which, we are not surprised at all. I mean, we talk about the ohana or the family spirit of Hawaii, and we've been seeing it on display, especially in a place like this. Amy, Juan?
Jeff, quick question here. What's the greatest need you're seeing out there right now?
So what we are hearing from a number of people is baby formula. It's kind of like what we were covering during the pandemic. We don't want to speculate. We don't want to say that, there's panic buying or anything like that. It could be something as simple as the fact that there are a lot of generous people who know that the need is there, so they may be buying it up so that they can give it to people in need. The other thing that you got to think about too is infrastructure. Maui is a neighboring island, so it doesn't have the sort of infrastructure that, say, Oahu does. And so anything that Maui needs, it needs to be either delivered by boat or plane. So that is one of the greatest needs right now. We talked to a woman who got here bright and early today, and that's what she needed. She has a number of family members staying with her as well. She lives in a complex with other families that are taking on family members as well, and those families also need formula. So there is a huge need for that. Juan?
And no one should feel ashamed to be getting assistance there.
Not
no
at
one
all.
at all. All right, Jeff, thank you so much.